is Mr. Sanjeev Bhatia, Director of AdCom and ZOPO Mobiles. So welcome, sir. Come on, everybody, put your hands together for Mr. Sanjeev Bhatia. And the next, April, South Asia Sales Head. So come on, everybody, let's have a big, big round of applause. And the last, Sahib Bhatia, Operational Assistant Manager. So now guys, to commence with today's event, or I can say to know more about ZOPO Mobile Speed 8. So for that, I would like to call upon the stage Charles Bird, Brand Manager of ZOPO Mobiles. So, welcome sir, and come on everybody, let's have a big, big round of applause for Mr. Charles Bird.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you everybody for having me. This is my second time here in India. My first time was last year in this hotel to help launch the India brand, ZOPO in India, excuse me. And now I'm back again to help launch the next phone. So let's get started. Now, our brand ambassador, ZOPO's brand ambassador, is named Jorge Lorenzo, MotoGP's #1 star. Last year, he won the MotoGP championship. So you could say he is the fastest man in the world on a bike. And we had the pleasure to do a TV commercial with him in Spain. So let's take a look at that right now. All right, so that there was Jorge Lorenzo doing his TV spot for us. All right, so before we go on, let's just talk about our history of ZOPO, the company. All right, so let's just go through this. In 2008, ZOPO was founded, and then 1 year later, the R&D Center was founded. And then, excuse me, a couple years after that, the first flagship store was announced, and that was in Shenzhen, to many, many fanfare. Then, 2013 was a very, very special year for ZOPO. Why? Because we partnered with Alibaba. Alibaba is one of the biggest online retailers in China, and they asked us to partner with them to do YunOS. YunOS is their own special OS, and we got to do the cell phone with them. So this is the event right here. Then, in the same year, we launched another phone, the 998, which was the first octa-core phone in China, with another press conference. And now let's take a look at our retail spaces all around the world, starting with Spain. In Spain, we're in Fnac and MediaMarkt. Those are two of the largest electronics retailers in Europe. Incredible. And of course, we're in India, all four corners of India. Czech Republic, Myanmar, Laos, the list goes on. We're just in more and more countries every day. In 2015, we went to MWC in Barcelona. We had a booth there. And then In July 2015, we launched the Speed 7 in Shanghai to much fanfare again. Then, just a year ago, in this same hotel, the ZOPO India brand was established, and that's where we launched the Speed 7 in India. I'm sure some of you guys are here also. Then something really, really special happened in September of 2015. We partnered with our brand ambassador, Jorge Lorenzo, to make a custom Speed 7 phone called the Speed 7 GP. Now this is really cool because it's the Speed 7, but it has high-end packaging, high-end accessories, and the back cover is special with his signature. So that was really awesome to do with him. Then, after that, we went to Laos to do a brand launch there. And Dubai, we were in VTEX, a tech conference there. And then just this year, we were in MWC Barcelona, the world's largest cell phone conference. And that was also really special. Why? Because Jorge Lorenzo was there as well to help launch one of our new phones, as well as other celebrities. The media coverage was incredible. People from all over the world were there. You can see all the pictures there. Now let's talk about promotion. So online promotion. From GSM Arena to The Verge, we're really covered well in online media. The GSM Arena benchmarks us, our new Speed 8. You'll see the benchmarks very soon. And one very special thing is Jorge Lorenzo. His helmet has our ZOPO Mobile logo right on the visor. So the world's fastest person on a motorbike has our logo right on there. This is some of the offline promotion. We've done car rallies. We've sponsored some films in Hong Kong. These are some ads that we did in this French subways in Paris. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Speed 8. So, before we get into all the specs, details, let's take a look at the video. Let's dive into the specs, okay? The world's fastest phone, and the world's first deca-core smartphone. Let's take a look. So, you guys are very familiar with MediaTek's X20 processor. This is 10 cores, flagship processor for a flagship phone. And with the accompanying 4 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage for all your data needs. Of course, we have to have fingerprints. We have it on the back. I can assure you, you can check it out later, that the speed is comparable with all flagship phones. Let's talk about the display. It is a beautiful 5.5 inches, IPS, crystal clear, with 1080p. So that's the benefits that gives you is a high PPI and great battery usage. Now the camera, it's a special camera, 21 megapixels with a Sony IMX230, which is just a great sensor. You can look at some sample shots. It's great in the evening, great in the daytime, just all around great sensor. phase detection autofocus. We chose to include this. Why? Because we want to have you take the pictures right the first time. Autofocus as fast as 0.2 seconds. Just click and it's there. You can test it out after. And for all the selfie fans, we have front flash as well. Now the battery, a whopping 3,600 milliamp hours. More than enough to get you through the day. And accompanied with quick charging. Of course, we have to include USB Type-C. All flagship devices must have a USB Type-C, the newest standards. Design-wise, it's beautiful premium brushed metal look to it, as well as has a great feeling in the hand. You know, it has great curved display, curved back rather, so it just fits in your hand like a glove. Finally, the system. What do we have? Nothing but the newest Android 6.0 Marshmallow. We went with this because, we went stock. Why? Because we asked the media, such as yourselves, and our fans, what would you like, skinned or not? And they all wanted pure stock Google. So this is what we're giving you, the pure stock experience. NFC support. Android Pay is a huge thing in 2016. It's really coming up. Banks are accepting it. All the retailers. It's very important to include on a phone. So there you have it in summary. World-class CPU, excellent storage and RAM, massive battery, great camera, NFC support, and the newest Android 6.0, pure stock. The price, what we have all been waiting for. The price will be a very, very reasonable $299,999. And when can you get your hands on this thing? Well, let me tell you. You don't have to wait, because it will be here today, online and offline.
Finally, we are going to unveil this product, this Speed 8. So countdown begins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So come on everybody, just keep your eyes right on the stage. So finally, here we have the world's first deca-core smartphone in India. Everybody raise your hand. Here we have the world's Speed 8. So finally we do have the world's first deca-core smartphone in India.
us.